Hey y'all, welcome to The Warm Truth. It's your girl Melisha, aka Melly Mel.
And it's your girl, Kim. Welcome back. We are here for another episode of our Black Business Highlight, where we are recognizing Black women owned businesses. And today with us, we have Elizabeth from LokLovin. I'm going to turn it over to her so she can introduce herself.
Hi there, I am Elizabeth Marks. I'm the owner and founder of LokLovin. We are a natural hair care salon based out of Austin, Texas, and we specialize in locks, all things locks, styling, weddings, special occasions, establishments, repairs, extensions, all things locks, and natural hair care. We've been in business for 11 years and this is our 7th year full time. So
Okay.
yeah, we've been around. We're a team-based salon, so we just operate from a standpoint of it's not about you, it's about us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So we're a we salon, and we just put teamwork to work, and that's how we operate.
Yes, come through, period.
11 years is insane. So,
But who you telling though? I'm like, dang, thank you very much. I appreciate that. 11 years is insane. I think sometimes we get caught up in what was supposed to or what's supposed to be next, and that you don't even take a moment to be like, dang, I've been doing this for 11 years, and we've had this business full time for 7 years. That's pretty dope.
That is.
That's a blessing, and you just have to congratulate yourself wherever you are.
Yes.
So thank you. I appreciate that.
let's take a stroll back to 11 years ago. What inspired you to, found your business and also open your salon?
Well, 11 years back was inspired by, 20 years back. I started working in a hair salon at 11. And I was a shampoo girl and doing all this stuff. They just said, if anybody white walking in, stop working. That's what that was.
Oh, wow.
That was
Okay.
So I was up in there doing everything. A little relaxed. You want to touch up? So I was in Oklahoma as a little girl working in the shop. And I worked at that same salon until I graduated college.
Oh, wow.
And on the weekends and after school, of course, breaks in here and there, but I did that with them. And then when I moved to Austin, I had just graduated college, and I saw someone who had locks, and I was like, man, those are so beautiful. And so I decided to get them, right? And then it just birthed from there because it gave me opportunity to bless someone's life in the hair industry, but not chemically process and do things that I had grown up with. It was just different. I'm from Oklahoma, and so wasn't nobody getting no natural nothing. What it was get that kitchen. But, so it was really about, getting the kinks together. So this allowed me to do something that was natural and different for people, and it was very transformative, and that is what inspired me to continue with it. So what initially made it was that I had been being in people's heads all my life. So, but then from there, finding something that birthed a different sense of this hair care in me was like, wow, this really is transformative for people. And it was for my own life, and it just gave me an opportunity to continue blessing heads in a different way. And so that's what inspired me to go ahead and go full time. I was at the time working at a law office, and I went and got certified in sister lock specifically, and was doing that on the weekends. And then I wanted to go to law school, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna study for the LSAT, and I resigned from the law office because I just knew I was going to law school. Okay, so I quit there, and I decided to use my time to study for the LSAT, and business just kept picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up, and I was just like, I actually really enjoy this. Let me go ahead and go at it. And then that's 7 years ago that it's been full time now. So I've just been at it since then. I don't think I know that as a young girl, I said I wanted to have a dance studio and a hair salon in one. And I actually forgot about that until a couple years ago. I used to say that all the time. And I believe those words are very powerful.
Come through, manifesting,
You know what I mean? Words are very powerful. And so I used to say that all the time. I want a hair salon and dance studio. I want a hair salon and dance studio. And I don't know I lost that. I don't know where that went. But I remembered a couple years ago, I was like, I used to say this all the time. And now walking into owning a salon by way of alignment too. You know what I mean? It's not like, you set your goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But things have aligned.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting to see how it has come to this.
So when are you opening the dance
No, I was
studio?
just gonna.
So
Hold on.
We can talk
Let me
about
start saying that one over
dance.
again. No, but you never know though, because something I've been interested in is that they in like Houston and stuff like that, they do that step-in class with the
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that. So you never know. It might not be no ballet studio, but that's still dancing. You never know. So I don't know about that part. I definitely am very invested in making sure that what we have going on now is up to I'm letting go of the perfectionism stuff, but up to excellence, right?
Okay.
And thorough as far as business ownership, because we gotta be smart. You know what I mean? So I'm making sure that's thorough, and then we can add them pieces.
Yes.
That's hindsight wisdom. Okay.
There you go. Look at you come through. That's how you know 11 years. She
That's
ain't finished
hindsight,
11 years.
That's at least 9.5 of doing crazy shit.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, how many people you have at your salon that works there and all that? Like how's the full on?
Yeah, so we have a set of 3 stylists right now, and then we have our marketing team. We have another young lady who is completing schooling, so we might be a team of 4 in about September, but we are also hiring. Just so you know, we were looking for some senior stylists, but right now we are a team of 3 solid stylists at the salon. In our marketing, and currently also hiring for a front desk and salon coordinator. So.
Okay, nice. And you're being a little modest too, because don't you do a little teaching? It wasn't there a little schooling that
See, I be forgetting my stuff.
see?
Yeah.
Doing all the things.
So funny. Yes, I teach classes, and like I said, trying to make sure things are up to excellence and thorough. I feel like too, as creatives and business owners, are a lot of times super like, oh, what about this? You have to okay, let's finish putting your toys away before we go. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, put that back. Put stuff back, and then go move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that was me talking to my inner child.
Yeah, it's like, come on now,
put that away,
focus.
Focus. So, yes, to answer your question, yes, I teach classes, and I have a passion for sharing what I know. You know what I mean? I like to share. And so, and it's fun for me. It's just very fulfilling. And it feels easy too. But to get things to be to the point of excellence that you want it to be, like I said, you just want to be thorough. And I do enjoy our teaching. We will be having another summit. We started a summit, which is easier for me because it's annual. Okay. And we'll just regroup and do it again. So we will be having our 7th in September, which will be the official 7th year too of LokLovin. So we'll have another summit teaching people all things about locks. We have an apprenticeship program, and we just love sharing. I mean, locks in my heart are more than just a hairstyle. It's ancestral. It's part of who we are. You know what I mean? It's like it's our hair, and it's honestly what our hair does anyway.
Right.
Right. So I think it's a blessing to be able to share that with other people. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. She's still being modest. Sorry, I'm cutting in. But she also she hosts events like for the community. You have a community event for those with locks to just come and be and share and all the things. I don't know. See, I told her I stalk her page a little bit when it comes to LokLovin. I am. But listen, I'm a lock girly. So whenever I feel like I could fit in the books with her, I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. So
So it's crazy that you say that because it feels like until you have someone say it that way, you feel like you're just doing stuff.
Right.
Appreciate it.
No, of course. Yes.
So
I mean, a community of Lock people.
Yeah.
And seeing your page and people walking in to see what everyone used, everyone's gorgeous crown, their hair.
Yeah.
It's definitely a welcoming community because people don't, when they look at someone with locks, we know that there is a standard or a stigma to someone who has locks. And I think our generation has definitely been breaking a lot of the ground when it comes to lock being professional, being beautiful, again, being what our hair is naturally. So I think you just providing a community for us is also outstanding. So.
Yes. It's one of our culture points at LokLovin. Our core values is tribe.
Come on, core values.
Yeah, okay. Let's part of that structure. We gotta get things
That
together.
foundation need to be solid.
Yeah, one of our core values is tribe and community. So that's something we want to put at the forefront because especially nowadays we get in this place where, everybody want to be the show me of what they did. But baby, if you're going to get there, it's going to be together.
Yes.
And we're designed that way. We're a communal beings.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We function well in herds. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. So, so inside and outside of the walls of the salon, we want to make sure we're leading with tribe. So that goes from the team and how we operate as a system to being able to make these spaces where people come and celebrate themselves and celebrate each other. And I mean, especially in a place where everybody will claim ain't no black people, but there are, just so you know.
There are. I mean,
There's a lot. At least 3. Right. Okay. You know, people like to say that a lot, and I feel like it's growing. And I also feel like, on my little soapbox, if everybody keeps leaving, there won't be, just so y'all know. But we are here. So creating a space where maybe have an experience an event that's just for people with natural hair.
Yeah.
Come through.
Right.
Have fun. Look at all the textures. You know what I mean? Just build that community in our own way. Everybody has their way to build community, and this is just us doing our thing.
Right.
I have to say that I love your mission, your vision, and how it's come, to pass. Something you mentioned is that, like, you like to share, you want to share, and y'all are going to get there together. And I think sometimes in the Black community, it's kind of like the crab in a barrel mentality. And so it's really refreshing to hear you say that, because we can all win. There's enough space for everyone. And so I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
So with that, we'll go ahead and segue into the next question. So can you talk to us a little bit about maybe a challenge that you've had to overcome on your journey?
Yeah. Challenge on my journey.
Or it could be something positive too that's really like shaped how you move.
Yeah. I will say there was a point, and this is ongoing yet, because this journey keeps going. And there was a point where I was looking for all the answers in everybody else. I'm gonna hire this person to do this person to do this person to do this person to do this. And because I was in a place where I was handling it all, and I just wasn't cute. But it's also not cute when you're not focused on the main thing, and in business ownership, that is your own development. Right? So that became pivotal for me in a particular time, because I was spending a lot of my resources on finding other people to be the solution for problems, right? Or to be the solution to me progressing whatever I thought that looked like at that time. And for me, and this might be helpful for someone else, for me, what needed to happen, and it's an ongoing thing, is, so who are you showing up as? How are you doing and filling the roles that are intended for you? What example are you setting as far as how you want people to even treat you, your business, and what you have going on? So that was a pivotal time for me. And sometimes one of the things that can really get your attention is the pocketbook. Okay. So when you spend, that pocketbook be, especially business ownership, because startups are expensive.
We know,
Okay, so how much the air gonna cost? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, how much it costs to breathe today? What?
Literally.
So and so I'm in this place where, because everyone was always talking about hire the right people, get the who, get the this, get the that. But it starts in your body, this sack of flesh. It starts right there in who you're showing up as and who you're being and how you're developing yourself. So that particular time for me was a low monetarily, but I had to pay the why behind that was me. It wasn't like I'm spending on stupid stuff. I ain't go out here and give me whatever.
Yeah.
But it was me trying to buy my solutions, when that can be doable, but you have to make sure there's the time for that.
Right.
And I needed to pay attention to myself and the quality that I was expecting of me. Yeah.
Ooh, great answer. I think that's like a good note for us too, to just like focus on the foundation, not get sidetracked. And, that'll make you or make us also just better business owners.
Absolutely, because that quality or the expansion of whatever the vision is will come through the richness of yourself and that's being poured into the soil from jump. And sometimes I feel like I was just being Too scattered, too everybody fix it, everybody fix it, everybody fix it, and you just want to go like this, and that's just not real. Yeah, it's hard to say that because in some cases it might be real for somebody, where you can just hire the people, right? But I still feel no matter what level, how deep your pockets are, or to what extent your reach is and your pool with people is, it still won't be sustainable if it's not started with the richness of yourself. Personally, that's my opinion. So,
got you. You speak about the excellence, and that's your next goal, your next marker. What does excellence look like for you? How do you know you got there?
I like that. What does excellence look like for me? From like a literal standpoint in business development, it looks like structure.
Okay.
Right. That looks like excellence in the form of being smart. It looks like systems. It looks like, and we say that. But what does this look like if you hand it over? Are you handing someone, water in a strainer, which is not going to stay? You know what I mean? Or have we built something for real that you can say, this is how this is done here, right? So for me, excellence looks like systems that sustain you, right? But from like the person level, excellence, wow, it's definitely how we treat each other.
No, yes.
It's getting a little crusty, y'all.
You right.
You know what I mean?
You right.
It's definitely how we treat each other. And I am in a place where I'm just learning more that all of this life is relationships, and they can be long, they can be short, they can look different ways, but how are you choosing to show up in the relationships that you have? Even if this is the only time I'm with y'all, this is our relationship, that's the extent of it, and how did I show up for us? You know what I mean? And so excellence is being mindful of who you are being and showing up as in different spaces, and however you cultivate that, that's on you, but I think that excellence is definitely showing up proud and with pride in how you represented yourself and the people who came before you and the people that you even represent. I have to show up thinking about how I'm representing. There's ladies at the salon right now. I have to think about how I show up representing them too. You know what I mean? So that's excellence. Choosing to show up well in your relationships.
There you go. Come through.
Legacy.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Legacy,
sure.
legacy,
For sure.
legacy.
Okay. Is this the second Jay-Z quote today?
No, right?
Oh, listen, hold on.
Right. I think we on the Jay-Z.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find out. Let me call him.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love it.
So,
You gotta look. We just right. We're like, what?
So you've shared a lot, and I think it's already been like great advice for any woman who's an entrepreneur. But in what you're saying, it does not sound very easy at all. So as podcasters who are focused on creating a safe space for Black women where they can kind of let their hair down and kind of step outside of that stereotype. How do you show up for you? How do you take care of yourself health-wise, mental health-wise, and how do you stay grounded?
It's a good question. And I think that's an ongoing pursuit of the answer to that question, honestly. Because a lot of times I used to be in this place where you gotta be balanced. And, I don't know how real that is, honestly, sometimes. And I think that balance can shift what that looks like too, right? And so I think that showing up for yourself is in paying attention to, because our bodies talk to us, right? And it's just paying attention to what you need at that moment. Me personally, I have gotten really good at taking time for me, even if that means that I did nothing. I show up for myself by blocking off time and not giving it back to others. And I used to feel really bad about that.
I was gonna ask, how did you get to that part where you didn't feel guilty about it?
I think because I did it a few times, feeling guilty, right? And you still feel tired because you're guilty while you're doing it, so it don't matter. And then you do it a couple times and you just don't care. And you're like, hey, that was nice.
That felt good.
And the world didn't burn up. Yeah. Look at that. Everybody's still good. Because I be making up stories in my head. You hear me? Like, I be making up stories to where it's like, okay, if I'm not XYZ, then ABC finna burn. or, you know what I mean, or whatever. It's going to be received poorly. Someone's not going to like this, blah, 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 blah. I show up for myself by doing that unapologetically, right? And that still is not always the easiest, you know what I mean? But I think we owe it to ourselves. Because especially as entrepreneurs, a lot of our movement forward requires some cooking, right? You gotta go in and just like be with your vision and be still and play, right? Like go have fun, do something, color, I don't know, plant a dish. I mean, plant a plant or make a dish or something, you know? So that's how I show up for myself. Now, the things that I enjoy, extracurricular, if you will, I'm still getting to a place where I go and do those things. Like I went to a Spanish class with my boyfriend last week, or it didn't happen, but I was like, let's just drive to Houston. It did not happen because we had stuff to do. But you know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. Staying grounded. I think that's the main thing right now that I'm actively doing is no matter what fills that time, I'm taking space for myself. And making sure that I have not only business goals, but personal goals that I have for showing up for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the hardest thing for Black women is to just rest. And Mel, when you were asking her, like, how did she get to that point? I think a lot of times, first it comes with, discomfort. And your nervous system, your body will catch up. And I always call it head over heart. So I just say that to myself, head over heart, head over heart, head over heart. And so, like, you'll be uncomfortable for a minute, but your body will regulate, your body will catch up. And as stated, it's a process, Some days isn't easy, like, right, today I may not show up for myself, but tomorrow I may do great at it.
Right.
And so thank you for that.
Yeah.
And also, I just wanted to take the time to highlight that for our audience because Black women, we know what's going on politically, and so we are in our era of rest, so make sure take time for yourself, even if you're doing nothing. So
Absolutely. It's important.
And being a beautician, that is a laborious job.
It is.
The amount of time you're standing up, you're on your feet, the pulling, the tugging, and everything you're doing to do hair, lock installments, a full day or 2 or 3, reties, like these, you're dedicating days to people.
Yeah.
And that in itself is just, it's crazy and it's wild to me. Growing up, us as Black women, we know how it is, going into a beautician shop. It did feel like, for me, it always felt like home. You go in and you see it, you're in there forever. But I always would look at the people that were I say your hands are blessed because not everyone can do that. And to partake in all that labor that you're doing for someone to walk out and come out in full on confidence than what they walked in.
Right.
Y'all are miracle workers.
Right.
Y'all are definitely like, hey, and to have a heart and to be into that and do that for us is tremendous. And like Kim says, rest, but how do you take care of your body? Because you're also putting labor on your body, your hands,
Yeah. Strain in this industry is more than just the body too. Like you said, it's multifaceted. So you have the pressure. You have the responsibility of not only and privilege. I call it a privilege because doing Black women's hair is a privilege.
Come on, yes.
Hair in our culture is identity.
Yes,
it's sacred.
It's sacred,
So
and I don't care what style that is. Getting to do Black women's hair, Black men's hair, is an honor. I will say that. So that privilege, but also strain on the body, it's wear and tear, is there. And so to take care of my body, yoga, stretch it out, icing. It's painful, but going to do ice baths.
Sorry.
She said, lost me.
That's funny.
Ice bath.
Is there somebody making you taste it? No. I don't feel any better than when I take an ice bath. Oh my goodness. It is a reset. And it sucks, but it feels so good. It feels so good. And then, this can come with that balance situation and those ebbs and flows of taking care of yourself. Like, I'm not always good at working out. I'm not. I'm definitely going through a phase right now where it's like, yawn.
Yeah.
So I'm just not picking up. I'm into the gym 3 days out of the 3
Okay,
today this week. You
okay,
heard me?
okay.
I worked out.
Come on,
Yeah.
progress.
And I swear I'm a size 3. You hear me?
Period.
You heard me?
Yes.
Ate 1 carrot.
Yeah.
You hear me?
So, squeeze in a little
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, just you know, just doing those things that really care for our bodies. One of our core values is health. And for me personally, as the business owner and as stylist, like I feel like it's also a responsibility to be an example of that. So I do get down on myself when I'm not holding myself to that standard. I'm over telling everybody else to drink water, and I'm just like, girl, you want some of it, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Taking care of myself is just also viewing it as an honor and a privilege to be an example of what that looks like. Resting when I need to, working out, drinking water, yoga is really fun for me. So that's what I do. Take care of my body.
No, yes. Yeah. You've been dropping a lot of gems. A lot.
Well,
But I'm gonna see what you give to us. But for those that are starting anew, going through their journeys and being entrepreneurs and starting businesses, what advice do you have? You gave us a lot of good ones. So.
advice. Can I say 2 things? Okay, so one, I speak Spanish fluently, right?
Okay, come on, Espanol. Habla Espanol.
Let's do. I'm sorry. Let's do fluently. Okay.
Okay.
Because language is a muscle, and if you don't use it, you know, it's gone.
You gone, yeah.
Right. So, but I speak Spanish. Started learning at 15, right? And then people ask me, "How did you learn Spanish so well?" And I'm like, I didn't realize I didn't connect this to business for a while, but now I have. I would always say, growing up, no matter where I would say, I don't know, I just wasn't ever afraid to look stupid. Don't be afraid to look stupid. Don't be afraid. I was like, I wasn't afraid to mess up. I will always say that. And because I mean it's true. You don't learn a language without messing up.
Right, right.
So don't be afraid to not get it right.
I love that.
Don't be afraid to fall flat on your face and lose your front tooth. They can fix that.
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
saying?
yes.
It's there. I've heard of, you know, even investors who won't invest in a business until they know that that person has failed. There's training techniques in physical fitness where they train you within your failure zone.
That's true.
There's a lot to learn in failing.
Yes.
There's so much value in messing up. So don't let, and so another thing I would say is I wasn't afraid to mess up, and people would laugh at me if I said, you know, donkey, and I meant to say toothbrush or whatever it is. Laugh.
Right.
It is pretty funny. Bet y'all say toothbrush next time.
Right, exactly. That part.
You hear me?
Part, yeah.
And so that's a piece of advice from me that I don't be afraid to or ashamed of the ways in which you don't get it right. At least you're trying. We in this shutdown culture, you know, of a space where, you know, it's like you want to blast people's mess ups. And fear will shut you down from trying.
Yeah.
Because, they're gonna, Don't do that. Do it anyway.
Yep.
And let me tell you, this could be the last breath you take. You better try that thing, girl.
Exactly.
You better try that thing. That, and it's also connected to what I said earlier. Lead from your own vision. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I was trying to buy people who could be the perfect fit for that and just take that and do it. Or a mentor in the beauty industry. Shouts out to my mentors, great mentors, by the way. But I don't care who's in your life that has been before you or knows this area. It could be leads on the team that you're developing and things like that. If this is a vision that's been birthed in you, take those things as good counsel, but continue to have, I want to say the word faith, but I want to say also continue to have confidence in what's been placed in you and how to move forward, right? So I think that that's important to, even if you find someone who's selling you the blueprint, a lot of people are doing that right now. So online especially, let me sell you my package of the blueprint. Take from that and be wise in how you implement it and still maintaining the mold that God has given you and move from that point too. So that's what
Okay. Yes. I love
Thank
that.
you for
Thank
those
you.
great
Yes.
gems.
feel.
So we're going to kind of transition to the end
Okay.
of our interview today. So our last question is, how can the community show up for you and let us know, where you're located and what that kind of looks like?
Okay, yeah, how you can show up for our community is, well, you can come get your hair done. We like doing that as a hair salon. We are currently located in Round Rock, Texas. We just moved into our first storefront, so we're very excited about that. Thank you. So excited. So you can find us on May Street, 1311 South May Street in Round Rock, Texas. You can find us online, LokLovin.com, LokLovin on Instagram and Facebook. All of our handles are LokLovin. And you can come and get your hair done. You can come just say hi. And we also come to our events. I mean, that's a great way to stay connected with what we have going on. We have a great tribe of clients as well. So becoming a client is becoming just a part of everything we have going on, and we don't take that lightly. Each client we have, we appreciate that, past, present, future. We appreciate you. Just come be a part of what we have going on. Hosting our second lock-in, and it is a space just curated specifically for people with locks and natural hair. You like locks, you want locks, you're thinking about locks, you ever seen a lock, you can come through, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can come through and hang out with us in that way and just be on the lookout for things we have going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, just like that, we have finished another episode from our Black Business Highlight. So also don't forget to follow us at the Warm Truth Podcast here on IG, on YouTube, as well as TikTok. And I'll go ahead and turn it over to Mel.
Yes, and as always, you can follow me at don'tmissabeat_y, as well as a girl and her swing. And thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a golfer. I'm a golfer.
Look, I was picturing a swing.
See,
Okay.
no, so not a swing.
I'm like, you like to swing? I'm swinging a man.
No, swinging is nice though. It's all right.
It is very,
Yes, but thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank y'all
you
for
for
having me.
joining us, being
Yeah.
candid with us, dropping all the gems. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Thank y'all for having me. This is dope.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
All right. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.